Hello, my YouTube people. Today I'm going to do another book reading. I'm uploading a lot of stuff the same day, so I thought I might as well just do one of these. I am reading a book by Rick Roden. It's part of the Percy Jackson Olympian series. This is book 5, and it's called The Last Olympian. Now, I've made a bad habit of starting to read the book, but then decided to make one of these and go from where I stopped because I don't want to go all the way back and lose progress. And so I'm going to start at chapter 18, and it's named My Parents Go Commando. So get your book ready if you have one. I'll give you about 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Now let's start reading. By the time we got to the street, it was too late. Campers and hunters lay wounded on the ground. Clarice must have fought with the Hyperborean giant because she and her chariot was frozen in a block of ice. The Centaurs were nowhere to be seen. Either they'd panicked and ran, or they'd been disintegrated. The Titan army ranged the building, standing maybe 20 feet from the doors. Kronos' vanguard was in the lead. Ethan, Nakaruma, the Drachna Queen in her green armor, and 2 Hyperboreans. I didn't see Prometheus. The slimy weasel was probably hiding back at their headquarters, but Kronos himself stood right in front with his scythe in hand. The only thing standing in his way was Chiron, Annabeth said, her voice trembling. If Chiron heard us, he didn't answer. He had an arrow notched, aimed straight at Kronos' face. As soon as Kronos saw me, his gold eyes flared. Every muscle in my body froze. Then the Titan turned his attention back to Chiron. Step aside, little son. Hearing Luke call Chiron his son was weird enough, but Kronos put contempt in his voice, like son was the worst word he could think of. I'm afraid not. Chiron's tone was steely calm, the way he gets when he's really angry. I tried to move, but my feet felt like concrete. Annabeth, Groove, and Thalia were straining too, like they were just as stuck. Chiron, Annabeth said, look out! The Dragon King became impatient and charged. Chiron's arrow flew straight between her eye and she vaporized on the spot, her enemy armor clattering to the asphalt. Chiron reached for another bow, but his quiver was empty. He dropped the bow and drew his sword. I knew he hated fighting with the sword. It was never his favorite weapon. Kronos chuckled. He advanced a step, and Chiron's half-horse skidded nervously. His tail flickered back and forth. You're a teacher, Kronos sneered, not a hero. Luke was a hero, Chiron said. He was a good one, until you corrupted him. Fool! Kronos' voice shook the city. You filled his head with empty promises. You said the gods cared about me. Me? Chiron said. You said me? Kronos looked confused, and in that moment, Chiron struck. It was a good maneuver. A feint followed by a strike to the face. I couldn't have done better myself, but Kronos was quick. He had all of Luke's fighting skill, which was a lot. He knocked aside Chiron's blade and yelled, back! A blinding white light exploded between the Titans and the Centaur. Chiron flew to the side of a building with such force the wall crumbled and collapsed on top of him. No! Annabeth wailed. The freezing spell broke. We ran towards the teacher, but there was no sign of him. Thalia and I pulled helplessly at the bricks while a ripple of ugly laughter ran through the Titan's army. You! Annabeth turned to Luke. To think that I thought. She threw her knife. Annabeth, don't. I tried to take her arm, but she shook me off. She attacked Kronos, and his small space faded. Perhaps some part of Luke remembered that he used to like this girl. Used to take care of her when she was little. She plunged her knife between the straps of his armor right into his collarbone. The blade should have sunk into his chest. Instead, it bounced off. Annabeth doubled over, clutching her arm to her stomach. The jolt might have been enough to dislocate her bad shoulder. I yanked back as Kronos swung his scythe, slicing the air where she had been standing. She fought me and screamed, I hate you! I wasn't sure who she was talking to, me or Luke or Kronos. Tears streaked the dust on her face. I have to fight him, I told her. It's my fight too, Percy, Kronos laughed. So much spirit. I can see why Luke wanted to spare you. Unfortunately, that won't be possible. Okay, so I stopped on page 315. I will continue this one, so don't worry. I know we cut off at the best part. Is Cameron alive or is he dead? You'll find out. So, this was a good one. Thank you. I didn't get any recommendations, but I just went to the library and picked this one out because I really like Percy Jackson and Lightning Thief's book, mostly because they are super interesting and they always have these little plots and twists. I started out with the first book, The Lightning Thief, and so I may do that one, even though I read it like twice, but just for you, my fans, just for you. Bye!